and welcome once again to the video. In this one, I thought I would just reintroduce a series of videos that I last recorded about 3 years ago. A series of videos on the English Monarchy. I intend to go through all, and intended a few years ago, to go through all 55, now 56 English monarchs from Athelstan, who came to the throne in 924, all the way up to our current Charles III. Now, on my recent series of videos, recent in geological timescales, but actually about 3 years ago. The last one I did was number 11 out of those, what was 55 back then, not 56. Number 11, which was Harold Harefoot, one of the sons of Canute. So I was very early stages, still pre-Norman conquest. So the next one I do will be Harold's brother, Harthacanute. If you're wondering what this coin is, this coin I bought in Battle, which is a village in the southeast of England, which is the location for the Battle of Hastings in 1066. And I bought this in a shop there. I'm amazed at this. I'm amazed I was able to get it sort of relatively cheap. But it's an Edward I silver penny from the Canterbury Mint, dated 1272 to 1307. Now, I've looked up online and I've seen that these are not particularly rare, and I'm glad about that, because if it was rare, then it must be a fake for me to have been able to buy it so easily. But I've checked the weight, and it's about 1.5 grams, so which is what it should be. But that's incredible. I'm holding a coin, a silver coin, from the reign of Edward I. Now, any Mel Gibson fans out there, there is a connection, because Mel Gibson played William Wallace in the film Braveheart, and the King, played by Patrick McGowan, in that film was Edward I, Edward Longshanks, Hammer of the Scots. And yeah, this is a coin from his reign. I live very near to the location of the Battle of Lewes as well, where Edward I lost a big battle. The Battle of Lewes in 1264, I believe that was. But anyway, this is amazing, this coin. So because I'm reintroducing my series, I'm going to continue. I'm not starting at the beginning. I should continue from number 12, Harthacanute, as I said. And I thought it would be a fitting thing to show this coin. Maybe if I don't move it for a bit, you might be able to see it a bit clearer. Of course, back then, you only had one type of coin, and they were made of the precious metal. Nowadays, of course, coins are supposed to represent precious metal, but they are not made of precious metal. Back then, they were. They were literally worth what they were, basically. So this would be made of silver, and so would be worth the amount of money that silver was worth, this amount of money, 1.5 grams. And these were the only coins they had for a long time. So if you wanted to buy something for £10, then you would need a big sack of these, basically, a big sack of coins. And you often see in films like Robin Hood and things like that, they'll steal some money being transported to the royal treasury or something, you know, at Nottingham Castle, that sort of thing. And they're sacks of coins, of course, that they're hauling away. and that's because they were all coins back then. Small value coins like this, silver penny, and that's why there are so many of them, and that's why they're not rare, because so many of them were made. Because I don't know for how long, but for some time, all you had was silver pennies. There were other coins that would have been introduced at some point. I'm not sure about the history of the coinage in England, but I do know that for a while, for some time, all you had was silver pennies. That's amazing. Look how thin it is. It's supposed to be, yeah, see, there he is. There's Edward I on the back there. See, he's wearing a crown. He's got hair going down the side of his head. He's got a very big nose. I don't know how accurate that is. And he's got hair on the side of his head, and he's got the crown sitting on top of his head. I did do the focus earlier, so I'm hoping that's still in focus. But anyway, there he is. I'm so close to the my camera, which is my phone, that it's very difficult for me to see. Even with glasses on, it's very difficult for me to see if that's in focus, but I think it is. So there you go. Yeah, so very soon, in the next sort of week or so, I shall be continuing that series, because I have had a few requests to continue that series. It's mostly Formula 1 videos I make, of course, but why not? Yes. I'm going to go back to this series as well. What a nice coin that is. Athelstan is, of course, the first king of England. Now, a lot of people might think that Alfred the Great was the first king of England, or certainly a king of England. Well, he was an English king, but he wasn't king of a unified England. He was Athelstan's grandfather, and he paved the way for Athelstan to be the first king of a united England, although the Vikings were still hanging about up north, but basically at that stage been defeated pretty much. So he was declared, Athelstan was declared king of all England. Alfred the Great was not. He was king of the, what was he king of? King of Wessex, I suppose, which doesn't exist anymore. I think he was king of Wessex. Apologies if I'm wrong there. But yeah, he wasn't, he was an English king, but he was not king of a unified England. So that's why my videos started with Athelstan. Anyway, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. If you'd like to subscribe, please do so. What else? Oh yeah, or like the video, or comment on the video, or leave a tip on the underneath on the thanks button underneath the video, and I will see you on the very next video, which the very next video will no doubt be about F1, but very soon after that will be Harthacanute. A video on Harthacanute. He was not this fella. This fella is Edward I, remember. 1272 to 1307. Right, thank you very much, and goodbye.